All right, Mudansha. Kicks off.
Hey, Kyotsuke. Ushiro moate miri, gito obi o naos, which means turn around to the right, tighten your belt.
Yeah, I did that for you. This all back. Showman, turn back.
Showman, turn around to the front. Sensei ni de. Onegashimasu, sensei.
Dozo, onegaishimasu.
Sensei ni de. Konbanwa, sensei.
Konbanwa. All right. How's it going? Hey, Jason, you got your blinds are open. Can you cut them up a little bit? Because it's blowing out your light. You can just do it a little bit so that way it takes off some of the sun. There you go. That's good. Just need to be able to see you so I can judge. Can't judge if I can't see you. Adam, warm us up.
Welcome to everyone else in the rest of my life.
All right. Straddle stance, arms out, rotate side to side. Take it over the back. Twist. Bend side to side. Take around the world.
Ma'am, you cannot be in here. You were disrupting the integrity of this class.
But if you're going to be in here, you better start working out.
Arms out, reach across, touch your opposite toes. If you look over your high shoulder, your arm should be pointed straight up, more or less.
Hey.
Reach behind, touch the opposite heel. Feet together. Lean forward, palm in, palm out. Straddle stance, hands to your shoulders. Tree rolls forward, tree back, tree out. Go on tip of your toes. Arms up, elbows to knees. Knees, outward circles. Left leg back, right leg back, inside crescent kicks, alternating.
That was interesting. Don't do it one
The
time.
target about where you're about shoulder height. Yep, just like that. And step back with the opposite foot. Do the same thing, the circle to the outside. Reach across with your right arm, hold with your left. Bring it behind. Reach behind, grab your hand, and pull. Switch, left arm across, right hand holds. Bring it behind. Reach behind, grab your hands, and pull.
Breathe.
Next, raise your right leg. What you're gonna do is push and keep it up. Switch, raise your left knee, and push.
Let's go.
Now seat on the ground. You're gonna reach forward past your toes, turn, reach back as far as you can. Reach past your toes, turn to the other side.
No, he's such a hairball.
I'm so sorry, bro.
Coordinate your efforts.
You can only turn a little bit. Turn a little bit today. Turn a little bit more tomorrow. And just keep going.
So inspiring. That guy should be a young Don.
Next, reach forward, touch your toes. Take your elbow, move it past your opposite knee. So your left elbow goes to your right knee. Next, spread your legs. Take your hand, touch it to the opposite toe, and switch. Next, plant your palms on the ground. Roll your shoulders around. Roll your shoulders the other way. Both legs out. Stack your right foot on top of your left. Reach towards your left heel. And switch. Reach towards your bottom heel. Bend your left knee, put your foot on the ground. Go up to a crab. Put your right ankle on your left knee. And sit down. Stretches the hip abductor.
Yeah, it does.
Switch. Left knee on left ankle on the right knee. Down.
Leg stretch.
Go to butterfly position. Press your elbows down to your knees. Place your left hand on your right knee and look to your left. Switch. Place your right hand on your left knee and look right. Grab your ankles. Right comes up, left comes out. Switch. So left back and right out. Here's the challenge. Take both legs, bring them out and to the side. Lay down on your left side. Support it on your elbow. Grab your left leg and bring it straight to the ceiling. Bring your right leg down. Point it towards the front. Bend your right leg. Bring it back. Should really feel it in the quadricep there. Set it down. Take your right arm. Reach towards the back. Really open up the chest area.
Also, like trying to.
Switch. Leaning on your right. Take your left leg. Point it straight towards the ceiling. Bring it down. Point towards the front. Bend it back. Set it down. Take your left arm. Reach towards the back. And up. Warm-ups.
Sufficiently warm. All right, Mudansha, do you want to see some more 25 basics?
Hey.
It looks like you guys don't have a lot of room to walk in there, so don't worry about it. We normally do the first couple sets walking, but if you guys just want to take one step, or you can do 5 on one side, 5 on the other, when it comes to it, you guys can work it out.
Or we can do like alternating sets or so, like switch alternates.
However you want to do it. We'll figure it out.
Good.
Mudansha.
Since camp is coming up, we'll do them camp style. So this first one, Migiyashi Oshiro, right foot back, double middle punch, Chudan ski, Ki on 5 and 10, Unless you're in an apartment and don't want to really tick off the neighbors. Am I? Hits. Neat. Top. Sweet. Go. 6. X. Keep. 2. 8. Untie. Switch feet. Hits. Neat. Top. Chi. Go. 6.
Keep your elbows in.
Keep. Keep. Straddle stance. Take a dodge. Same thing. Middle punches. Right. Hits. Hit. So. Hit. Go. 6. Touch. Keep. 2. 8. Right hand in front. Right hand out. Come on. Hits. Hit. So. Hit. Go. 6. Touch. Keep. 2. 8. High punch. Left punch. Left hand out. Come on. Hits. Hit. So. Chi. Go. 8. 6. Touch. Keep. 2. 8. Right hand out. Come on. Hits. Hit. So. Keep. Go. 8. 6. Touch. Keep. 2. 8. Good. All right. Next one.
Remember all these punches, keeping your elbows in kind of close to your body, right? So shouldn't see a lot of sunlight behind you. Keep your shoulders back. Don't worry about it. You're not leaning into it, trying to power punch, just keeping it back, everything nice and straight right now.
Nice and see.
Hey,
All right. Next one's straddle stance. Left hand out. This one is a sweep punch block. So what you're going to do is you're going to sweep on the hand that's out. Sweep. Right in front of you. Sweep. Punch with the opposite hand. Middle block. Good. Next count. Sweep underneath the block. Punch. Block.
oh, he's a natural.
Boom. All right. I'm going to start with the count. So remember, the sweep is always under the arm that's out.
Hey,
Mine and you'll do fine. Come on. Hits. Nate. So. Cheap. Go. Hey. Hup. 6. Touch. Keep. 2. 8. Good. All right. Next one. Shoot down, Uke. Sorry. What am I saying?
Uche.
Not shoot down, Uke. Uchi Uke.
well, technically.
Cross body block. Remember, fist distance between your elbow and your body, right? Comes across, so it's like a punch from, it's like a 45-degree punch almost, right? Blocking surface right here. Uchi Uke. This one will do stepping, so you can go forward and back, however, whatever you have space for. Come on.
Hey,
Hitch. Nick. Go. Stepping backwards. 6. Hutch. Kick. 2. 6. 8. So. Kick. Go. 6. Hutch. Kick. 2.
So now that we're on the stepping phase of our kihon, what's the number one rule of the dojo?
Step, stance, technique.
Step, stance, technique. Remember all these when you're doing them, you're gonna take your step, get your stance, and do that technique. Step, stance, technique. All right? That way you don't get ahead of yourself and try and block while you're in the air. And it's much easier to think about. Big steps, get your stance, do that technique.
Sorry.
Hi, Sensei.
Next.
Is it like
Also, the temptation on that one is to
No
over
worries.
rotate.
One step.
So you don't want to over rotate. You don't want to bring those shoulders over. You want to try and stay square as you can. So you bring that across your body, but still want to try and keep your shoulders square, right? Your block is here. You're not reaching for it over here, right? We're trying to deflect it out of the way. So the idea will be eventually, right? You'll be square in your block, but your body will be what moves. We'll get to that later. So try to keep your shoulders square and don't over rotate. Don't bring it too far around and don't bring your body too far around. Right?
That's about.
Hey,
All right.
stick it about there.
Next one, kakeuke, single bone block. This is here, cross in front. Yeah, come on. Hits. Knee. Stomp. Hit. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. Kick. Kick. Hey. Just a little bit
Yeah, there's a wall
faster.
behind you.
Hits. Knee. Stomp. Kick. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. Kick. 2. Hey. Okay. We're next. Shoot though. Remember, get it out in front of you. Don't get all up in here. Get it out in front. So left hand, come on.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird because this one.
Hits. Knee. Stomp. Cheek.
So you don't keep straight. See how my shoulders are still.
Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. Kick.
Sorry.
2. Hey.
Just
A little faster now. 8. Knee. Stomp. Cheek. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. Kick. 2. Hey.
Good job.
Another trick.
And Jason, you already picked up the most important part of online training is don't really look at the money.
Don't what?
Dude,
say again, Sensei.
it says you've already picked up the first most important part of online training is don't look at the monitor. Because if you're looking down there and trying to follow on, it's like you already know these techniques. So pick your focal point out there in the world and do the thing. If you try and follow along, just listen to the count and do the deal. That way you're doing your technique. Don't worry about what these guys are doing. You're just following, and you're doing that. So good job. All right.
Yeah, it's just all straight. I know it's a lot. It goes fast pace.
Number next.
Now, double, we're gonna step, double punch. So Chudanski, double punch. Ki, so every second punch.
Yeah.
Alright. It's E. 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 So. This. E. This. 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 Huts. Yep. It's. It's. So. E. Go. It's. Huts. E. E. Yeah. Get
Super
up.
question. For the double punches on the, if we're going 5 back and forth on the 5th one, do you want us to do 3 punches to kind of set us up for the backwards?
Sure.
Hey.
Yes. Yep, we can do that. Good catch. I forgot about that. Get on, Uke. Low block. Come on. Hits. There you go. Hey. So. See. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. 3. Hits. Nick. So. See. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. Hey. Hey. 200K. Middle block. Double bone block. All right.
So this time you want your shoulders always, I don't make defeats purposely close.
Hey, come on. Hits. Knee. Thump. Cheek. Go. Hurt. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. Hey. Hits. Knee. Thump. Cheek. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. Hey. Good. High block. So this one will come up right up through the center. Boom. So if you're doing it right, that arm should be in front of one eye. Your other eye should be looking right past it. So you should have a clear view of the target. Right? So it's going to come up right up in the middle. You should hear a nice brushing sound as your elbows brush your sides. All right? Peace. Knee. Thump. Cheek. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. Hey. Hits. Knee. Thump. Cheek. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. Hey. Good. Yeah. One thing you might want to think about doing early in the training for that is when you come up a little high and then drop down, just to get yourself used to blocking high enough so that you don't stop short, right? And still leave your noggin open. Just something to think about. Up to you. Do what your sensei tells you. That might be for training purposes. Bring it up a little higher and then bring it down, just to make sure that you get in the right mindset of getting it high enough, getting in the right spot. Because it's really easy to, when you can't see it, be like, hey, I'm protected, and somebody knocks your block off. You don't want that. Even though it'll probably hurt them more than you, because they'll hit you in the skull box. All right, next one. Whew. Oh, punch, kick under. Tsukigeri. So you're going to start with your left hand out. On the count, you're going to punch off the back leg. Punch off the back leg. Maigeri underneath and set down. Okay? We'll do that all the way till the end. On the last one, you're going to punch. Sensei?
How much room you guys, about how many kicks you got
Okay.
going in there?
I think we're about to find out. This is all experimental.
Yeah.
So
That's bold to go. That's what we're talking about. There you go.
let me rephrase. So if you have to step back, if you run out of space, what you're going to do is you're going to punch, kick, and then set your foot back. Because going backwards, you punch and kick off the front leg. Okay? It'll take a little bit going on the brain. Just, take your time, get it slow. The idea is going forward, you punch and kick off the back leg. Going backwards, you punch and kick off the front leg. That's the key thing to remember. All right, let's give this a try. What could possibly go wrong? All right.
Broken windows, broken feet.
Each punch, kick. Knee. Son. Kick. Go. Hey. Up. 6. Hats. Kick. 2. Hey. H. Knee. Son. Kick. Go. Hey. Up. 6. Hats. Kick. 2. Hey. Ah, beautiful. You guys are naturals. All right. Next one. Single punch. Shoot down ski. On every punch, ki. So just one punch, not two. Come on. Hit. Hit. Son. Shoot. Go. Hit. Two. Two. Hit. Knee. Son. Shoot. Go. 6. Good. Hands on hips. I'm just going to do the Maigeri portion of this. So just the kick. That's right. So especially since you guys are for less room, let's turn 45-degree angle. Right foot back. Left foot in front. Facing 45, you're going to do Maigeri. Come on, that same front kick. Come on. It's. Knee. Son. Kick. Go. Hey. Hup. 6. Hats. Kick. 2. Hey. Hantai. Switch feet. Hits. Hit. Son. Hit. Go. Hey. Hup. 6. Hats. Kick. 2. Hey. Good. Now, Heikodachi, which is feet shoulder width apart. This is Mayukate, Yoko Kingeri. So this is lock to the front, turn to the side, turn to the side, Maigeri. Right? So lock to the front kick to the side, back down. And we're gonna alternate legs, starting on the left side. So make sure you got some room. That's why it's better to turn 45, whatever direction fits. Just don't kick each other. Send your buddy through the wall, and you lose your deposit. Come on. Come on.
I see someone relaxing there. That doesn't work for me.
Remember, start with the left. Each. Knee. So. Hit. Go. Hook. 6. Catch. 2. 2. 3. Hit.
Bring that knee up.
So. Hit. Go. Hook. 6. Catch. 2. 2. 3. All right.
Mudansha, what's the number one rule of dojo?
Every kick stops and starts the same way.
Every kick doesn't go the same way. Every kick's gonna be in a chamber. So even with this, but especially with this one, because it's a block, you want it up. And you may have heard a term in the Air Force, you know, whoever's higher has the most power, and whoever has the most power wins. Well, in this case, want that knee up high, because if someone's kicking at you and you know your knee's down here, they're gonna catch you. Get that knee up. So that way you're blocking your center line, B, you're blocking your jump, and then C, you have that leverage to move out. So every kick starts and stops the same way, and in this case, every block, which turns into a kick, starts and stops the same way. Just keep those knees up.
License it. Morigato.
Think
All
about it.
right. This one's gonna take much less room. So this is Shotogeri, shin kick. You're gonna start from a sugidachi with your heels together. You're still gonna bring that knee up, but it's a shin kick. So up, down. Right? Targeting
Bend
your
your
shin.
knees.
Yep. Bend those knees. Don't lock your knees out. Otherwise, you're gonna pass out. Come on. Hit. Knee. So. See. Go. Six. Six. 2. 2. Hits. Hey. So. See. Go. 6. Hits. 2. 2. Good. Next one. Same thing, just a little higher. Yokogeri. Side kick. Come on. Hit. There you go. Knee. Hump. Cheek. Go. Hurt. 6. Touch. 2. 2. Hit. Knee. Hump. Key. Go. Hurt. 6. Touch. 2. 2.
Good side kicks, Jason. Good side kicks.
Thanks, Sensei.
All right. Facing the front, or whatever you consider the front. Kodach, feet shoulder width apart. Zempo Yokogeri. So this is a side kick to the front. So from this stance, you're going to throw that kick out like it was a maigeri, but you're going to curl your foot up as its side kick. Target is those joints or the breadbasket or the thigh. Okay, it's awkward, but it's super useful. Come on. All right, it's Nate. Hump. Hit. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hatch. Coup. 2. Hey. Hitch. Nate. Hump. She. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hatch. Coup. 2. Hey. Good. Your kicks were so fast I couldn't even tell if you were doing this or not. But just remember that it's a straight shot. The key to this technique is it's a straight kick. It's just that your foot is turned. So the temptation sometimes becomes to make it a little bit of a roundhouse kick where it kind of comes around a little bit. Just make sure you're not doing that. This is a straight shot, right? So kick it out nice and straight. Just turn your foot. That's what makes it weird, but it also is what makes it super awesome. It's real direct. Because the next one is Moashigeri, roundhouse kick. So, Migiyashi Yushiro, right foot back, left foot in front, guard position. Let's do Moashigeri at the middle level. Actually, I take that back. Let's do the first 5 at low level, mid thigh. Let's do the next 5 at mid level. All right.
Okay.
Come on. H. Nate. Son. She. Go. 6. Hats. 2. 3. Untie. Hitch. Nate. Son. She. Go. Hurt. 6. Hats. 2. 2. Good. All right, Ushirogeri, back kick. This is the number 1 kick, I think, where the number 1 rule of kicking, every kick stops and starts the same way it comes into effect. All right, look over the shoulder you're kicking with, bring that knee up, down through, and bring it all the way back up. It's a full thing. Don't let it just drop. Up, kick, up, down. Yep. That's the way to do it. There we go. Good. Heels together. Ushirogeri starting on the left. Come on. Hitch. Nate. So. Cheek. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. 2. Hey. Hitch. Nate. So. Cheek. Go. Hey. Hurt. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. Hey. All right.
That's where
Next
you're
one. Migiyashi Yoshiro. Right foot back. On the count. Side kick, front kick. Without setting down. My. Hitch. Nate.
Let's just try to get the pizza.
Cheat.
Just get it.
Pizza. Go.
Pizza. There's no pizza in karate.
You guys trying to get it?
It's after karate.
6. Hut. 2. 2. Hey. Untie. Switch. Come on. H. 8.
Out of yours.
Up. Cheat. Go. Hey. Hook. 6. Hut. 2. 2. Hey. There we go. Untie. Switch. Next one. Same thing, except reverse. Front kick, side kick. Come on. Hitch. Hey. Hump. Cheat. Go. Hey. Hook. 6. Hatch. Coot. 2. Hey. Good. Untie. Almost there. Hitch. Hey. Hump. Cheat. Go. Hey. Hook. 6. Hatch. Coot. 2. Hey. Good. All right. Good news is that's it for the kicking. Bad news is we got a couple more left to go into basics.
Wait.
All right. So this one will be going Mudansha. We're gonna go up slow, back fast. All right. Come on, so we'll do 5 up slow, 5 back fast. Up slow, 5 back fast. Come on. Hitch. Knee. Son. Cheat. Go. Hook. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. 8. Hitch. Knee. Son. Cheat. Go. Hook. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. 8. Good. Akatsuki. Reverse punch. Punch off the back leg. Ki every punch. Come on. Hits. Hey. Some. Shoot. Go. Hook. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. 6. Some. Shoot. Go. Rope. 6. Hutch. 2. 2. Good. All right. Home stretch. Block. Sweep. Jab. So it's fingertip poke, the choke hole. So Chudanuke. Sweep up underneath with an open kakeuke. Pull in with the jab to the throat. All right. Come on. Hitch. Hey. There you go. Thump. Cheat. Go. Hutch. Two. Two. H. Nick. Stop. Kick. Go. Hey. Herc. 6. Hutch. Two. Two. Three. Wrestling. All right, so Jason, you're 7th Q, right?
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't be tempted to shortchange this technique while you're learning it, because there's some, don't make your hand techniques too short just yet. That'll come, right? But what you want to do, you want to block, and you want to make a big circle to make sure you get that, hook, right? So come up underneath, and when you pull it all the way back down to your belt. Don't shortchange it up here quite yet. That'll come, right? But what you want to make sure you've done, right? They've punched. You want to block it, right? You want to keep contact with that, and you want to make sure you get it so you can sweep it out of the way. Because they're punching like this. When you sweep that out of the way, right, that opens them up, opens this up. And then when you pull it down, it puts that chokehold right in your target zone. So you're doing the technique good. You're doing it nice and fast. That looks good. Just at this stage in the game, don't shortchange it a little bit to get real used to those mechanics, because those become important such that when you do shorten them up later, then you're reasonably confident with what it is you're trying to do, right? And you won't miss it. So for right now, just kind of make it big and overly obvious, right? Probably won't do it that way on the streets, the mean streets of wherever it is you are.
The cul-de-sac.
Right, mean streets of the cul-de-sac. But for now, just get real used to those mechanics, right? Because that's teaching you that control, but it's also getting their body position in the right place. And it's important to get used to that, and the more you practice, and once you become even more of a one-man killing machine than you are now, right? Then you can shorten it up. Then you can make some shortcuts, because you'll have a lot more practice under your belt. Right? You'll have a lot more practice, and those maneuvers can be shorter, because later on it becomes all about small circles. But right now, get that block. This is the most important thing. Block that so you don't get hit. Make sure that you've got that motion so it's big enough that you've got control, right? You're going to sweep it out of the way and grab that arm, and you're going to pull that to your belt at the same time you shoot that hand out. So it's a push-pull kind of activity, right? And what will happen is that person's going to be like, right? Their body will go like this and then like that. And there's your target. So here at White Rock Kenshinkan, we like to say we teach lazy man karate, maximum effort karate, right? And what this is doing is really helping you have to do less effort. Because now you don't have to go chase him. You know where his hand's at, which means you know where his body is, which means if you pull that in, that target is coming closer. So I don't have to expend extra effort to go get him. I'm pulling him to me, right? So, like I said, it looks good. It's just don't, especially at the earlier stages, don't shortchange it a little bit, but get real familiar with those mechanics so that later when you do shorten it up, it has that much more power to it, right?
That's important.
Or as the number one rule of dojo, we say big circles become small circles.
Aye, sensei. Aye, sensei.
So
Number next, on the floor with the knuckles. All right, so we're gonna on the count. We're gonna strike the floor with both hands between the first and second knuckles.
Oh.
All right.
I'm on a second floor, so I don't know. We might get noise.
All right.
Do you have the broken glass? Because we put broken glass down. I don't know what you guys do at your door.
Ran fresh out of it.
Okay. All right. We'll let it slide this time.
All right. So do what you can without irritating your neighbors.
Or yourself.
Each me. Up. Keep. Go. Up. Each. Touch. Shoot. Shoot. Hey. All right. Up on all fours. This one is going to be, again, do what you can with your neighbors, but this is your toes. So on the count, you're going to hop on your toes and strengthen those toe tips. My tips, feet, up, feet, up, six, touch, shoot, shoot. All right. Next in the official workouts is all fours. Again, because of space or spatial constraints, we'll skip those tonight and we'll do push-ups. Everybody in push-up positions, push-ups on your knuckles, the white belts, on your wrists for the black belts, on your toes. Come on. Hitch, knee, hump, shake, go. Root, six, hutch, cute. Good. Stretch it out. All right. Now, before you come up, this is an unofficial White Rock exercise. We're going to do some planks. So, everybody in plank position on the floor. Just going to raise up. Keep the guts and knees off the ground until you hear my thing. Come on. Hajime.
I should have taken off my socks for this.
Wearing plenty prevents this poor performance.
Mate. Legs. Jerk back. Bring it up. Comport yourself. If you have become discombobulated,
That's important.
come in. Sensei nire. Arigatou gozaimasu, sensei.
Hey, good job. All right, Niku, go get a drink if you got them. Splash some water on your face, whatever you do.
Since I might have to leave a little early on this one.
There's no leaving early
So,
I got started a little bit late.
because the white
Yeah.
belts slow everything down. Anyway, all right.
Exactly.
But we need them because how are you gonna do the duck touch training if you don't have enough white belt?
Yeah.
All right, where did we stop?
Where did we stop?
Showdown was the last one we did, I think.
All right, then we should probably proceed to.
No.
No
we
way.
did Pina Nina because we talked about watching how people do that last.
We did, right? So now it's on that.
So now it's technically, I guess, Nahachi Showdown.
Oh,
Unless
you better.
unless you want to finish out the Pinons first. Matter.
No, I like me some shit need Hanji. Yeah, the Hanji is very important for us. So you like it. All right, let's get it. Kata, Nachi Showdown.
Hi.
Good. It's neat. So, see, every, Touch. Touch. You. You. It's. Neat. So. Sheep. Go. It's. Neat. So. Sheep. Go. Rup. Titch. Hitch. Cute. Cute. Hitch. Neat. So. Now. Let's get it. Dick. Adam, are you turning a little more on that? Or was that just the camera angle?
Mhm.
No, okay. On the last one, because I didn't see the first one because I was busy over here. When it looked like you're more. I'm like, oh, I mean, it's that was one of the things that uh um Chai Sensei brought up one time about it is like you've got to if everything's too tight you and you're trying to pull your you know basically he was just saying like don't you need to break it over a little bit to make it more or less functional, a little more functional, but it's like if you're doing the kata already is working on the premise that you're fighting somebody out to the side then but anyway, but he was saying go ahead and kick your hip out just a little bit to because that way you get a little whip as well. Um, and I don't know if that was reflected in the next one, which was basically like maybe step out a little bit, which I have no problem with because
I mean that's the way I originally learned it in Kobayashi was was a a a
little
big
whip.
kind of push with a little tanden
Yeah,
kind of.
there's been a couple where it's almost like in Ananku, which is doing it to the side where it's like it's
Oh.
coming up, popping
That's-
up. Yeah, and I take that as to be when someone's coming, if they're coming in, is you're coming in and kind of catching and punching or popping it up, whatever. Because then that next move is
Yeah.
so and then just and people that I've seen people extend and come back. I'm like, no, because then you ruined your anyway, don't get me started. It is, it's not Hanji. Number next. The good thing is I don't have to look at you guys because you're sorted.
Hi, Sensei.
Peanut time, right?
Hey.
Peanuts on let's do that bad boy. Let's get it. Kata peanuts on.
Hey.
Right? It's neat. No? Sheep. Go. Rub. Stitch. Hatch. Cute. Chew. It's neat. So. Yeah. Get it. There's some days that footwork just clicks and it feels really good, and there's some days I feel like I'm really forcing it. That was one that actually felt pretty good.
Yeah, although it always feels like it's missing something. Like there's too many steps. Like there's a technique that needs to go in there somewhere. I can't fathom it to this day.
For the in between or going
No,
in?
no, at the here, boom, somewhere in this neighborhood, you know, of you pull back in, boom, boom, and then this, I don't,
No.
I can't tell you what it is. It always just feels like there's too much movement without a technique in there, and it just for some reason doesn't sit right with me. I'm not saying that something has been forgotten. It just always feels weird because you were talking about the footwork. So anyway,
Edited for content and clarity. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, the whole, yeah. And then, I kind of almost want to do the stupid thing that some systems do, just because it gives you something to do. Because it just seems kind of weird that you're there and you're doing that, and then going into it. It's like,
because in Kobayashi, I think it's probably because we did something like, here, and then there was like this grab, turn around with
Yeah.
an elbow, and then 1,
Yeah.
2.
we did that for
1,
1 year.
2, and then that.
We did that for 1 year.
Interesting. Okay.
Taicho wanted that. And he did, here, and he had a snap. And I kind of
Yeah.
like that because I like the sort of hurricane kind of thing. So when he had, it was here, this one came around, that was cool. You blocked it open or caught the arm and popped and then came in. But anyway, so that was Kaicho's version. So 1 year he came, he did that. That was the change because Kaicho came. I think it was at 2D camp he came when he made that change. And then when we went to camp next year, so maybe it wasn't even a year, it's like 8 months, 6 months. He's camp next year. Hanshi was there, and Hanshi was like, "Why you do?"
Yeah.
And then it went back. And then it was, well, when that was one like when Kaicho's in front of you, you do the behind. And when Hanshi is there, you do the regular way. And then it went away.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
So I was kind of torn because I didn't like the extra move. It's time to go. I didn't like that because I've seen Shotokan or whoever the other style is doing it, and they're ha. It was very contrived, and they were ha, whatever they're doing. They didn't make that as cool as a snap. So I kind of liked it, but I didn't like it enough. So.
Well, the way our bunkai went was, you would jab, and it was essentially like that 2D we have, where you grab and throw. But the idea would be to grab, right, and then you'd step across and kind of step into them, and elbow. So you basically put an elbow into their back, right, and then you would continue to turn around and either come around over top of that arm and lock it, and then punch, right? And that
Yeah.
was that particular movement. So it was a stop turned around, but it was an elbow with, ostensibly a grab as you were stepping into him to elbow and then come through and around the arm. So like some of our Tuity has done,
Yeah.
So again, it's still a bit contrived, but it always feels like, that full turnaround that we do from here, you bring it back and then come all the way around. Wow. With the blind technique, it seems like there's a lot of movement without anything in the middle, and it's always kind of bothered me, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I guess maybe because I'm used to actually kind of stopping it with some additional attacks in there, and then, whatever. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah,
to believe it.
it's another one of those where like when we were doing the workups for the Bukai seminars and stuff like that, I noodled on that one for a while and I could never really get one that I felt confident. So, I was like, man, I'm okay with that, but I'm not cool with turning my back. And I was like, what force on earth would get me to I kind of like that, like, grab a hold of something and freaking twist it, and then maybe they grab you and you freaking, they try and counter it. And so you
Right.
come around and hit, push them
Yeah.
back a little bit, boom, and pop them one.
Yeah.
But that's a lot. That's a very specific scenario
Yes, it
for
is.
things that usually are applications. There's a couple, 3 or 4 things it could be, and that seems pretty specific to have been in the Kata. But maybe somebody in the annals of Okinawan Karate that happened.
Yeah.
And someone saw it and said, write that down.
Yeah. And we also used to do, that too. So,
Wait. Yeah.
so I'm just saying, you're probably 100% right. It was either, it looks better in the tournament if you add some more flash, or B, somebody did something like, well, you could do this, and someone was like, hey, that's the way we're doing it, whatever.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, time to go. All right. Cool. So I've got Monday, and then I'll bet you off.
All right.
All right. Do not take it home.
はい。気をつけ。後ろも当て右、ギトビをなす。正面。先生にね。どうもありがとうございます。先生。
どうもありがとうございました。
先生にね。さよなら先生。
さよなら、guys。
先輩ね。どうもありがとうございます。は
はいい。どうもありがとうございました。大先輩、気をつけて。どうもありがとうございました。
どうしまして。
イエーイ